Hello everybody, it's Aaron here again, Aaron's Tropical Fish, back with my son Brandon, who's behind the camera here. And again, I'm going to talk about what we're going to do today. This is video number 2. We are going to do a water change on my 55-gallon plexiglass tank that's got 9 fancy goldfish in it, and they are 5 months old. As you can tell, it's a little murky in there. Been feeding them a lot. We're going to be going on a trip here shortly and be gone for a few days or so. And so, I thought it'd be a good time to do a good water change and kind of set it all up. And then when I come back and get back on it, unfortunately, goldfish are a dirty fish. They're a great starter fish. They really dirty up the water a lot. They put off a lot of ammonia. Sometimes if you smell the water, you can smell it, it's strong. You need to keep it clean. If you want a nice healthy fish, keep it clean. You always got to take care of them and keep it clean. Feed them good too. Different types of foods. Feed them lots of brine shrimp, peas, carrots, squash, cucumbers, worms, lots of frozen foods. It's, mix it all up along with pellets. So these fish right here, most of the time we feed them some koi vibrants, some Tetra Pond koi vibrants, and they have different types of fall, summer blends you can feed your fish. The reason why usually you don't do too many water changes on the fish tank. This is my African cichlid Mbuna tank, and I rarely have to do a water change on it. It's a 40-gallon. Basically, here where we live, it's so dry, it dries the water. When we fill up the water and, change the filters every now and then, it's at such a high pH of about 7.8. This one, I have ordered a bigger tank. We ordered a 120-gallon. It should be here in about a week. We're going to transport these fish into that tank. These fish are just simply outgrowing this tank. So along with the 9 goldfish, we have 2 small plecos and the large pleco. The larger one I've had for a few years. He's full grown. He's about 9 inches. He's just a regular plecostomus. Before we get to, so I just want to give you another introduction to what we got. And now we're going to go ahead and start doing the water change. I almost said oil change like a car. So basically, we're just gonna, I'm gonna let it, I got the Fluval FX6 on this. I'm gonna let it kind of run almost, I'm gonna empty it till it gets to right about there. I'm gonna turn it off, kind of go down. I don't want to stress the fish out, so we're gonna do about a halfway water change. And then we're gonna turn it back on, let it run for a little bit. Stuff's gonna be around. Might clean the glass. It actually looks pretty clean. So, I'm going to get started. Best way to do this is always just a good old fancy siphon. I used to put it in buckets, but I'm close by my window out here that I can just kind of siphon into my plants in my front yard. Don't waste the water. If anything, I like to put it in the buckets and go put it in the water, but I got giant succulents right outside my window that it just goes right into. So I just got to crack the window a little bit. And here we go. And right out the window. You just want to make sure when you siphon that it's higher, just the force suck the water, and once it starts coming out, you drain the hose lower than when it's siphoning. These fish are used to this. I do this, like I say, at least once a week because I do feed them a lot. It's a small tank for a lot of fish. It's a lot of ammonia. They dirty it up really fast. It's important to keep it, I worry about their health. Healthy goldfish can live up to about 10 years. And they haven't even reached they're about half their size, full size. They'll get about twice the size they are now. So like I said, we ordered a bigger tank. That's going to be here in about another couple weeks, and so I can't wait for that. See how exciting that'll be. It's a fun hobby. You know, it's a lot of fun it just grows and grows. You just, you know, change filters, gravel, all that. Gravel in here, you always, anything over a 55 gallon, you want to make sure you have at least 2 inches of gravel. And you know, I like to mix the big rock with the fine smaller rock. It really locks in a lot of the dirt, a lot of the waste. That's important. Buildup and bacteria is what you need. Safe for your fish. So, you know, these fish, you know, they've been here for, it's been over 5 months. They're about 5 months. I got them at the store in October, beginning of October. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the canister here. You know, it'd be kind of cool if they had an on-off button on this somewhere on there, but you know, we'd probably be paying more for the unit then. But we just unplug it. It's a heck of a filter. Back when I was little, I just had the bio wheels were really the cool thing. You know, so nowadays this technology with these giant canisters like this it's amazing stuff. Filtration's everything for great fish. So it's going to be a while. We're going to sit here, and it takes a little bit, as you can tell, for the water to come back out. It's, you know, here's where the water was, and if you back up a little bit, you can see you know, I like to, when I do a water change, you got to leave some room at the top. Fish do jump. These goldfish like to, you know, get their heads out. You don't want to hurt them or mess up an eyeball or something. I'm going to take a little bit more out. Then I like to add water by buckets from the tub into the tank. I have done the hose from the outside before. The problem I have here is, for some reason, the outside water, I don't know, it just seems like there's a lot of crud in the water. Our water here is already pretty bad and got a lot of metals in it, and it's just pretty dirty as it is. So it's, you know, we're going to put this tap water conditioner in it. And as we fill the water in the buckets, I kind of mix it in there and put it in there, and you don't want to completely take all the water out, and you don't want to clean the filter at the same time, because what you'll do then, you got to have some of that old fish water to kind of cycle through that fresh water. It's healthy for them. You know, they need that slime and that, you know, and that bacteria is still up in there floating around. But then again, we got to get rid of all this bad, you know, dirty water too, and get them some fresh water. It's just so healthy for them. All right, well, then again, we're just gonna wait till this finishes up, and we'll do another video. Peace out.